These are arguably the smartest glasses ever made, and they look just like real sunglasses. If I were to walk by you wearing either of these sunglasses, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference off the first glance. But these have a few differences that make them some of the smartest glasses ever made. The first difference you might notice is these cameras right here. So if I were to click this button, I just took a picture of you. If I were to hold the button, this, and now I look around, I'm taking a video right now. You can see this blinking light to indicate that I'm recording, and that's just for some privacy reasons. If I were to hold the side with one finger, it's gonna start playing Spotify just because I linked Spotify to the glasses. And it also has the entire Meta AI built into the glasses. Now with all the tech in here, you'd expect them to be thick to fit all the computer pieces. There's also speakers in here, cameras, but it really looks just like real glasses. I mean, the frames aren't too thick. Right here, you see the speakers, so they're open ear. You don't have to put headphones in or anything. This means if I tap the side right here, it'll shoot the audio straight down into my ear, no headphones required, and the audio honestly sounds great for what it is. Now, yes, it's gonna be lacking bass just because it doesn't have, you know, the technology for that, but surprisingly, people around you cannot hear it unless you turn it up pretty loud.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit?
Now, something kind of interesting, remember when I start recording, this light blinks just for privacy? Well, you can actually just cover this. And I believe you can still see right now, even with the light covered. Now to talk about the AI built in. If I hold the side with 3 fingers, or if I say, hey Meta, think of this like an audio chat GPT. You can talk to it as if it's a chatbot, or you can say, what am I looking at? And it'll summarize it just by using the cameras.
Hey Meta, look and tell me what you see.
I see a person wearing a black hoodie and jeans standing in front of a large window with the camera held up to their eye.
Say, hey Meta, look and tell me how to save this plant.
The plant appears to be a Dracaena, which is known for its durability and low maintenance requirements. To save it, make sure it's getting enough indirect sunlight and water it sparingly, allowing the soil to dry out between waterings.
Now the Hey Meta feature is pretty useful. You can use it to translate maybe signs that you're looking at that you can't read. You can have it summarize things. Like I was looking at this giant form that someone typed out, and I just told Meta to summarize it. Got the gist of it. You could ask for the weather, the time, you know, take a photo hands-free, so it's pretty useful for all those things. However, I personally disable the Hey Meta feature, and here's why. Similar to AirPods, you need a case to put them in to charge them. You don't plug any USB-C cord directly into these glasses. You plug it into here. Just like an AirPods case, you put it in, and then this piece right here will start charging your glasses. But this is where the problem is. If you have the Hey Meta feature enabled, it's always listening for Hey Meta. Some people think that's a privacy concern, but moving past that, it drains your battery. It really does drain your battery just because it's always listening. What I did was I disabled it in the Meta app, and so now I just hold the side. What am I looking at?
Looking at a bedroom with a bed and a dresser.
Now I get about an extra hour in the battery maybe with Hey Meta disabled, but you'd probably get 3 hours of constant use with Hey Meta enabled, maybe 4 without it. And yes, this does include maybe music playing for a little bit, maybe you take a phone call. That's what I mean by constant use. Now obviously, even if they do die, they still work as sunglasses, and if you have a prescription lens inside, that's obviously still gonna work. They're not useless once they die. And they do charge up pretty quick once you put them in. You can see that LED right here, flashing green. Yeah, the battery isn't amazing, but it's not a huge concern if you keep this case on you. But like I said, these came out in 2023, so they're a little bit older. Are they still worth it? Short answer is it depends. If you're a content creator and you want maybe that first person POV, like you've seen in these clips in the background of this video, these could totally be worth it. If you're maybe a parent and you have your son or daughter running around and you want to get a picture without having to take your phone out every single time, if you want to stay in the moment and take your photo or take your video, these are perfect. Maybe you like to go skateboarding, hiking, outdoors, these are amazing. If you use Facebook or Instagram a lot, because they have the Meta integration, you can go live on Instagram with the first person POV, and you can honestly look at your phone in the live stream. But there's a couple major drawbacks which would make me not recommend these to everybody. First off, before owning these, I had transition lenses. If you don't know what that is, it's just clear lenses, but then when you go outside, they darken. Now you would think that would be very convenient, but the problem was, if you're driving, you have the UV blocker on your windshield, they don't transition. You're staring into the sun. That alone made me return them because I wanted to drive with them. I wanted POV while driving, but you can't do it because they don't darken. So that alone could be a big red flag for people wanting to buy these, but you could just get the dark ones. These are always dark. They have different colors too. So I wouldn't recommend transition if you drive with them. Secondly is that battery. Even if you disable all the features, like I said, you're getting 4 hours maybe. And if you want to wear these for a long time, that could be a bit of a deal breaker. Now, like I said, you can get a lot more time with this case, maybe another day or two. But if you have the prescription glasses, you're going to have to take your glasses off and not be able to see while they're charging. The last reason I would maybe hold off if you're on the fence to getting these glasses is because there's no AR. AR stands for augmented reality. Think of it like virtual reality, but in the real world. And AR is rumored to be in the next iteration of these glasses, so when you put them on, maybe you see your notifications over here, what time it is up here. You don't have any of that on the current pair. And because these are a couple years old, the new ones are supposed to come out very soon. Now, who knows with the new ones? Maybe it won't have it at all. Maybe there will be a big price jump. So take that with a grain of salt, but I personally would wait for AR if you're interested in that. But if you're fine with those limitations, not driving with the transition lenses, maybe the battery being a little bit iffy, these things are amazing when they're on your face and you want to take a quick video, talk to the AI, play some music. They're awesome. So I hope looking at these pros and cons will help you decide if these glasses are worth it for you. They're amazing for what they are, but there's a couple drawbacks. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos from me, make sure to subscribe. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Thanks for watching. Peace out.